Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. So right now I got the absolute best Henry the Red build, in my opinion. He's really great at countering the basic unit possession that's going on right now. It's not really that big of a deal as long as the team sticks together. But like I said, this just makes it easier, especially if we're going solo queue. But anyways, his abilities, they're okay. The best one's Unstoppable, and then the Rebound. Unstoppable pretty much gonna make you invincible. He kind of acts like a second support, so able to pick up the revives, resurrect people. I think the only thing that stops it is whenever the demon goes through you, and when you get possessed, of course, and then if they do like a grab from the bosses. But for the most part, he pretty much acts like a second support. Rebound, I believe this one works as well with the invincible. So while the boss is wailing on you, 30% of that's going to go back to the boss, especially and the basic units, so it's going to be really good on that. So right into the points for the perks. The last word, 3 points. It's kind of be your main thing with pretty much with all the warriors. I would say the same thing with the Artful Dodger. 1 point is enough. So I have 3 points into Industrial Strength. You could put 4. It's absolutely fine with 4. I heard that there's a bug with 4 though. I haven't tested it out, but I also don't want to risk it by putting 4, then just have my health reset, and then it's kind of just a waste of 3 points or 4 points. So I have 3 just for right now. But I guess if a patch comes out and they fix it, by all means put 4. I have 4 into Devastating Force as well. Max this bad boy out. You got to get that 15% for your melee attacks. This is a must again for pretty much all warriors. If you're going to be using melee weapons in general for each class, if they have this perk, upgrade it. I don't go any points into Dismemberment or Sting Like a Bee. I'll get into Sting Like a Bee in a second. But Dismemberment, it's kind of just a waste of points. For the most part, you're going to be using a Sledgehammer as a priority, and then it's going to be Shovel and then a Bat. But Sledgehammer, kind of your go-to weapon, and that's going to work well with the Blunt Force Trauma. Got to put your 2 points into that, max that bad boy out for that balance bar damage. And same thing with the Seeing Stars. You got to put 3 points into that as well. Again, this is a balance bar build. It's going to help stun lock those basic units that are being spammed in. It shouldn't do too much once the bosses come out, but I'll get to that later. I'll get to that. Increase the balance bar. That's what you want to go with for this whole build. Again, only 1 point into Tougher Than Hell. Henry's a tank. You really don't need that much. Same thing with Warrior Ash. He just got nerfed, but at the same time, he's still pretty good. I would say he's still probably better than Scotty, so you can't go wrong with it. 1 point should be enough. It's kind of just to go through this little chain right here. Fighting Shape, I have 1 point. You could put into Second Wind. That's up to you. I prefer Fighting Shape just because I'm usually going to have shields if my support's doing the job. And then if my support's doing the job, you really shouldn't be under 50% health. Unless, you know, you're really into the objective. There's a boss coming at you or whatever. But again, it should only be for a couple seconds anyways. Because if your health's going that low and you're going against a boss or something like that, then if you don't have time to heal yourself, then a support should be healing you. So like I said, I usually go above this threshold because I should have shields up anyways. And then 3 points into Stunning Strikes. This is going to be balance bar. Again, you got to put your heavy attacks into it. This is going to go well with the Blunt Force Trauma and the Seeing Stars. Now, the reason why I don't go with Heavy Hitter or Sting Like a Bee is because I put 3 points into Weapon Master for the two-handed. One-handed just because you kind of had to. The way I see it is you put 4 points kind of into the two-handed master. You get that 15% damage, or you can put, I believe it's 8. So you put 5 just to get to Sting Like a Bee to get 50% damage on your light attacks, and then another 3 to get to your heavy attacks, which is a total of 8. just for you to get your 50% damage on light attacks and heavy attacks, when you can just waste 4 and then use that for the two-handed, because you should be using a shovel, a sledgehammer anyways, and a baseball bat. I believe a baseball bat's two-handed, but sledgehammer of course is two-handed. So this kind of just gives me the most, I guess, point usage, so I can use it for other things like my health and stuff. But again, this is just a pure balance board build. You should be stun locking possessed units as soon as they come out of the portal, especially if you have another warrior on your team with a similar build, because as soon as they get possessed, they have that little animation going on, and that should grant you at least 1 heavy attack from both your warriors. So that should already get their balance bar to under half. As far as your pink F upgrades go, it's kind of gonna depend on who's on your team. If you're starting off with the Pablo, you gotta go shield first. Unless he's rushing the objective, he should be with you, and he should be popping them shields with you guys. So the way I play is I don't use my pink F upgrades until the demon is around me. And so the reason why I do that is, like, let's say I find a lot of amulets, I hoard them until I have enough points to max out shield. Because if I only have shield going up to 4, I will increase like the shield bar length and then get more shield bars, but each amulet's only gonna pop 1. So I wait till I have the full 6 to max out shield. So now whenever I pop out 1, I can fill 2 shield bars. So instead of using 4 amulets for 4 bars, I only use 2 for the 4. So it kind of just saves me resources in the long run. Melee, health, and shield are going to be your top 3 priorities when it comes to Henry. I'd probably say with all warriors in general. If you have a good support, I'd definitely go shield first. If you got found quick within like 2 minutes of it, I'd go melee or health. You can't go wrong with either or. I prefer melee just so I can get that 20% attack speed on those basic units. Health, warriors are already tanky, especially Henry. So this would make him more tankier, but again, it's not a must. As far as range, fear, and stamina go, these are kind of just points that you just want to put into them to fill up all your pink F upgrades. But I would go stamina. I think it gives you like a max of 2 dodges. Isn't gonna do much. You're still gonna get hit by the demon regardless. But like I said, it gives you that extra dodge, I believe. Fear, warriors and hunters have really bad fear management. Your fear levels are gonna go high as long as you stick with either your leader, you're staying indoors as much as you can, and you're managing your fear with campfires and stuff. You're gonna be good. If you're being possessed, you shouldn't have a great gun anyways. So it's really not gonna do much damage. So I guess fear is kind of like your next one after stamina. Because for the most part, once the demon finds you, your fear is gonna go up regardless. And then your absolute last one would be range. They do so little damage with ranged weapons, it's kind of ridiculous. So you shouldn't be having no legendary weapons for guns and stuff like that. Give that to your hunters, and then give it to your leaders. If you don't have those, give it to your supports, because they're going to do way more damage compared to you. On a side note though, to counter out that range damage that you do as a warrior, I tend to go with a crossbow or a blunder. So now whenever you do get possessed, you do have that one shot, so the demon has to constantly reload. And a lot of people aren't good with the crossbow anyways, so that just helps out, and they have really high damage outputs, so it kind of counters the negative damage that they have anyways. But yeah, that's the pink F upgrades. I'd probably go shield first, melee, health, and then stamina, fear, and then range if you have a good support. If you don't have a good support, I'd go melee, health, and then shield, and then stamina, fear, and then range. But again, it kind of just depends on how the game's going at the beginning. But yeah, guys, that's my build. This guy is an absolute tank, especially when it comes to possessed units. Get you another warrior with a similar build, and then get you a hunter to counter out the bosses. And you shouldn't be playing without a support anyways. If you play without a support, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose. You really need a support in this game. So the ideal comp for Henry would be, I guess it'd be Warrior Ash, because I think he's better than Scotty. Any hunter, if you really want to go against the basic spam, then you want to go a Hunter Ash, just because he can use his ability and kind of save you guys from an extra possession. And then you want to go as a support character. It doesn't really matter. You can go Pablo or Cheryl. Any support is going to be really well. Give them sledgehammers. Everybody should have sledgehammers if you really want to go against the possession spam going on right now. And stick together well on them as soon as they get possessed. And you shouldn't be fighting every single demon that gets possessed. Know when to fight, know when to run. But yeah, guys, that's my build. If you guys enjoyed this video, go down and smash that like button. I'm going to try to be posting more Evil Dead content probably every day. I'm going to try. Again, go down and smash the like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Huh?